And Vanessa is one of those very few people that I have met and come across who just kind of gets and understands me, and we're really on the same page in that way. Don't get me wrong, I absolutely love the thrill of jumping on a 10-hour flight to Edinburgh to watch the finals of the UEFA Cup, which is what I did in June, July this year, and literally, arrived in Edinburgh. Caught a bus to the hostel I was staying at, showered, met these random Canadian and Australian girls. They dragged me to this pub with them. They didn't actually drag me. I went with them to this pub, and so much fun. We watched the finals of the UEFA Cup, and then it just kind of traveled from there onwards. So I love the fact that I can do that, but on the same token, I'm also very passionate about developing people and developing community-based projects globally, and Vanessa is just one of those phenomenal people that is on the same page. As much as she loves traveling, I can't think of many countries that she's actually not been to. She's just really on the same page when it comes to the focusing on the development of those community-based projects globally, and just in a lot of what she does. So very glad that we finally were able to chat. And actually, when Vanessa and I hooked up sometime last year, I think it was about a year ago, I was very excited when Vanessa told me that she was going to do this 3.5-month sabbatical and do some volunteer work and traveling between Jordan, fabulous, Egypt, and South Africa. And I was very excited when she told me about South Africa. I'm from Cape Town. I'm South African. So glad that you finally arrived. We got to chat just from your and my traveling. We in the same country. Vanessa, tell us what made you decide to pick South Africa as a destination to do volunteer work in?
Well, I guess South Africa was always in my mind for the past 20 years. And to ask me why, I'm not even sure. I always was very attracted by the culture and the history of this country.
Mm-hmm.
And I traveled a lot in the continent of Africa and never in South Africa. And the reason being is just because maybe it was really a big dream to me, and I was afraid to realize a dream and then ask for myself, what's next? So last year I just decided to do it. So I still remember myself in the street of Paris with my, free Nelson Mandela button, and participating to those kind of how do you say, people meeting.
Right.
So it was really a big deal. I could not even understand why in this 20th century we still had to face with that kind of issues about segregation. So
right.
I think South Africa was always in my heart and my mind, and I just finally took the decision to go there.
To go to Africa.
Yep.
Just warm person. When you meet Vanessa for the first time, she's just like this big, warm, heart person. So you definitely want to connect with her sometime. And, at which point was it that you decided, I need to just take this 3-month sabbatical, just remove myself from my regular lifestyle for 3 months and just go with the flow. I need this experience. What was it that made you decide I really need to do this right now?
Right. Well, I have traveled a lot before. It was always, between 2 weeks to, let's say, 4 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
And I just turned 35 last year, and I just thought to myself, you still have some dreams to do before being 40, and you have the cool work, but maybe that's not real life. And I just took the courage to go to see my boss and say, listen, I really need to have a break right now, and I have some things to do before maybe I build a family or
right.
So and she was extremely open to the idea, and she gave me the green light, and that was a big break for me and a good experience, actually.
Right, and I think it's very hard to be able to actually come to that acknowledgement and just decide this is actually what I want to do, because we just get so used to our regular lifestyles of, meeting friends, meeting, this person and that person for brunch on Sunday, meeting these people at this party Saturday night, getting my cogs, oil change, and all the really fun things we do every day of our lives. It really is hard to just remove yourself for 3 months from that lifestyle into something completely different. A lot of the times you haven't been exposed to that, but it's just what you're able to contribute to that particular project is phenomenal, and what you're able to come back with is just even more extraordinary. How do you think this experience, having done volunteer work in South Africa, having done some, having been to Jordan, Egypt, how do you think this particular experience has an impact on your life, having come back to the US, and how have you actually moved forward in terms of some of the projects that you're working on right now, having undertook this experience?
Well, this is a very, very important question, and I hope that I'm going to answer that right. You know, I think South Africa or not, when you're helping somebody else, it's already somehow helping yourself. And I think when I went to South Africa and volunteering with those children, I clearly noticed that the courage didn't come from me, but from those kids. Mm-hmm. And I also really noticed that as long as you have like freedom, a home, a family, somebody, people who loves you, food and clean water, you already have some power to make a change. So once you realize that everything is easy, right, at some level. So I don't know how I came back. You know, I think those kids have told me so many things, and I see life for sure in another way, and I focused my life on things that really truly matters, which is not a technical problem on my computer, for instance, or, you know, being in a bad mood one day. I just think that the real thing is what you make from it, and clearly I came back changed, and even more, with more willingness to do more.
This is such a passionate woman. She's just so involved in what she does, and I love that about Vanessa. I love that. And I know we spoke a little bit last week about some of the other projects that you've started working since you've been back. You've actually put together this group of volunteers to go to South Africa in 2009. Right.
When I was in South Africa, I had a chance to renovate a school, like a crèche or kindergarten, like you said.
Yeah.
During the time the babies were sleeping in the orphanage, and it appeared to me that it really doesn't take so much to renovate a facility. So this year, when I came back, I thought to myself, well, maybe we can do it even on a larger scale, with more people, with more resources. So now we have, I think, 23 volunteers and probably 30, I hope, by the end of this month.
Wow.
And we are all going to fundraise $4,000 to cover our airfare, meals, and the supplies to renovate an orphanage in South Africa. So I'm dreaming about it, and it's going to be in November 2009. So
that is so exciting. I mean, having your experience from going out there, doing volunteer work, coming back, and getting 30 more people to go out there and do volunteer work. That's a lot of courage. I know it takes a lot of energy, of time and investment to do something like that, but the impact that has on that particular orphanage is just phenomenal. So I know what I'm going to go ahead and do is definitely leave your your contact details on this particular video clip, and then also add some more information about the particular project that Vanessa is working on, because I don't think this is going to be one of the only projects. I know we spoke about some other projects sort of globally as well that I know Vanessa is going to get involved with, and we definitely are going to follow up with you to see where you are in a year from now.
I would be very